DOL AMROTH is preparing for war. Its Haven Guard are ready. Swords have been sharpened, and they are ready to take on the Elven defense here at Lynn here. What's up, guys, and welcome back. I am PopeJohnPaul, and we're here with another glorious Rise of Mordor siege for you today. This is a great 3v3, and DOL AMROTH is leading the way as we have 3 DOL AMROTH armies here today. And yeah, they are facing some pretty strong defenders. We also have Linden, we have Imladris, and we have also got Dorwinion. We don't see Dorwinion very often, so it'd be good to see them in action for sure. They're already shouting on the walls, are ready to go, and it seems like DOL AMROTH is soon to be landing. In recent videos, I've been saying that DOL AMROTH is a really strong faction, and I'd agree that they are. This is the first I've played as them in a little while, but they're not unbeatable. And in this battle, you're gonna see that they are very much there's very good ways to counter them. I'm not saying that they're going to lose today, DOL AMROTH. I'm not going to give away the result. You'll have to stick around to the end to find out how that goes down. But it is a really close siege, and DOL AMROTH certainly has met its match in this battle. But yeah, I'm now landing on the walls here and facing these Winter Court swords. Already my ally is landing over here as well, and he's already facing some of these elven Noldorian swords here, which are really well chevroned up. They've got a gold chevron on them. These guys are nasty. And yeah, as you can see, the DOL AMROTH troops here getting focused down already in the back. A lot of these Seaward infantry here already have arrows in their back because they're being shot currently in the back by Thorn archers, also by Noldorian archers all the way back here. My god, look how far they fire. And they're already losing decisively because of this. Shooting right into the back of the Seaward infantry, really good way to stop this unit. I mean, it's got a big shield, so if you shoot at it head on, it's got a good chance it's going to block it. Shoot it in the back though, I mean, you're going to do God's work there. And also, I mean, as you can see, the shock infantry here as well, the Noldorian swords does a really good mountain job. But yeah, if you enjoy Rise of Mordor and want to join some battles yourself, then feel free to join the Discord. The link is down below in the description. And as always, feel free to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment show your support as we work towards 5k subs. As we're very close now, and I hope we can make it very soon. Yeah, the Seaward infantry here kind of getting battered. I mean, this one's doing okay. Actually, I say that it starts to lose. Commentator's curse. But yeah, I mean, all of them actually here are losing. Wow. Okay, fair enough. That one's actually already been routed. So there you go. That shows how effective they are. Now those elves can rear charge the Seaward infantry there. That is, that's not going to be nice. Put it like that. That is not going to be nice. Breach has been opened up in the wall here, though. And as you can see, Belfast Fleet Warriors now going to be able to go inside. This is a medium shock infantry unit. It's not the greatest of units. It's probably not going to be able to beat any of these Noldorian swords here. I mean, the cav charge would be quite nice. The Knights of Imrahil charging them would be good. I mean, they're charging at the same time in, so all that's going to do is slow down the cav charge, kind of get in the way of each other. But yeah, I'm having a little bit more success in the way that I'm not losing yet. I mean, I'm kind of having a hard time here, though. Fighting on the walls against these court swordsmen, but I thought I was doing okay at this point. I mean, and these towers behind me too, and I'm really doing a lot of damage. But yeah, Dorwinion is here today. We don't often see Dorwinion. They've got some pretty cool units. Got these dark elves here, which are the Avari marksmen. These guys look amazing. I really love them. I mean, look at their look at the armor they got going on. I mean, looks great. Really does. They'll be pretty damn useful to Dorwinion. I mean, they do have some pretty good archers. They have some decent swords. I mean, they're kind of lacking shock, I'd say. Dorwinion protectors aren't great. I'd say they're probably their weakest thing. Their cab's okay. They're a pretty good all-round faction. I'd say their pikes aren't great either, actually. Apart from that, though, they're pretty good. I'm actually opening up a breach here as well. I'm at 60%. My artillery is just right there, pummeling away at this Winter Court swords here. I'm waiting for my infantry to break through there. The Fleet Warriors did actually capture the gate. Seems actually I think I might have done a lot of damage to this cav here. Oh no, that was definitely the elves. The elves killed all those cav. And now these Fleet Warriors here, as you can see, they're going to get sandwiched in by Noldorian swords. A DOL AMROTH sandwich. I mean, I'm surprised that DOL AMROTH doesn't try and make a charge out of this, try and hit these Noldorian swords, or just get his cav out of there. I would just get the cav out. I mean, this is not a good spot for it to be. I mean, you've got Noldorian horses here. They're ready to go. But look at this. Like, this whole wall's been cleared out of Seaward infantry. I'll actually bring up some of my own. to continue the fight in this area, just to try and pin down some units. And as you can see here, so I'm kind of getting sandwiched on this wall as well. I mean, this is actually just one Winter Court Swords unit. But even still, I mean, it's not looking good for the Seaworld Infantry right now. Luckily, I have a lot more still to come. I've got all my archers now coming across. I've got my Haven Guard, my Cavs coming across. And I have dismounted knights at Imrahil yet to be committed. My ally over here, not even yet assaulted. I think he'd seen what was going on this far side over here against Imladris and gone, you know what, I don't fancy fighting Lyndon on these walls. And Lyndon is stacking these walls with Noldorian swords. He's got 5 already on the wall. He's got another 2 waiting in the wings here. Just to get rushed up if needs be. And he's got plenty of archers as well that he can support. Oh, maybe he's going to go up. Haven Guard looks like he might be making moves. We will see. But yeah, I've got plenty. So, I mean, we need one more volley and this wall comes down, I imagine. I don't know. But it won't take much more. I mean, yeah, I sent up my Seaworld Infantry and they're kind of losing. Well, they're not losing. Apparently this Noldorian sword is winning decisively. But I imagine it's going to be the same result. I cannot see these Seaworld Infantry getting through here. It's not going to be pleasant. There you go. The breach has been opened up. And I now can rush through my Seaworld Sword Infantry and try and get in here. I mean, what is it a hit? There's archers. And more shock infantry. More elven shock infantry. There's just endless amounts of Noldorian swords. And this is Lyndon's, though. So these are a little less elite. They've not got the gold chevron that Imladris does. Oh, another breach has just come down. Fair enough. So DOL AMROTH opening up more breaches here. Noldorian swords, 40 of them left. I mean, this is... I mean, I was saying to my teammates now, at this point when we were starting to lose a lot of troops on the wall. I mean, I'm winning here, but only just. I'm losing there where I sent up troops. I really shouldn't have sent more troops up here. It was a really foolish move. But yeah, I was saying to my teammates, try and take it slower now. Like... The elves have lots of, like, really weak units to archers. I know they have archers of their own, which are really, really strong, but they use quite a bit of ammo. And I was saying, just fire at these units. Shoot at, like, the Noldorian swords. Shoot at, like, pikes that are now coming up. I mean, these are actually the Dorwinians' pikes. Or polearms. So shoot at these sort of things, and just try and weaken units. I mean, what have we got coming in here now? Dismounted knights at Imrahil. This is a bad sign that these are already been sent in by DOL AMROTH. These guys are the elites, though. You don't mess with them. And they're going to go in. I mean, I think I told my teammate to go after this one over here because it's the because my cavalry can get a pretty good charge onto this one. I mean, if he gets his infantry out of the way, but he decides not to. Very annoying when this happens, when you're trying to like get your cavalry to go for a charge. Oh, they actually kind of went for one as well. That kind of would have been painful. Yep. Wasn't the greatest fight. My cab is like pretty damn elite though. I mean, there's Swan Knights. They're not as good as the Knights Emerald, but these guys are with silver chevrons, so I'm not going to complain there. And yeah, these guys are getting focused down on these Noldorian swords. My ally over here is now starting to send forward archers. I think he's trying to support my my push here, which is still not going well. I'm getting like minced by these Lyndon Noldorian swords. Like my swords are just not as good. And this is how you combat DOL AMROTH. You bring shock infantry. Shock infantry kind of combats everything anyway. So like use it against DOL AMROTH. The elves are a really good counter to DOL AMROTH. Certainly in a siege scenario. Land battles we have seen like DOL AMROTH. We haven't seen DOL AMROTH face the elves yet in a land battle, so it'd be interesting seeing that. But this siege, certainly like if someone brings DOL AMROTH in the attack, elves is a good counter. DOL from the defense I don't think is too scary because they can't bring as much stuff. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. It's hard to say. Gondor I can imagine would be a pretty good counter to DOL AMROTH. These Noldorian swords getting focused down as well. I mean, I only say Gondor because it's pretty much identical to DOL AMROTH. Apart from some of the stats and some of the units. Haven Guard now have been sent in. And these guys have silver chevrons. So they'll be good. Tarnosi Marksmen. Don't know why they're getting so close to the front line. They need a retreat. My sword's still winning on this wall here somehow. Look at this. This is what you want to see. This is where it gets kind of scary. These dismounted knights at Imrahil are beating a Noldorian sword with a gold chevron. These guys are pretty damn nasty though. I mean, I think this Noldorian sword has seen action. I mean, the knights at Imrahil are taking quite a lot of losses. They are down to less than 100. They are losing now as well. I think that's just with the new introduction of more swords there. I mean, there's still shock infantry over here to come in. A lot of shock. And a bit more than this man, Knights of Imrahil. There's not a lot of infantry left for DOL Amroth on this side. As you can see on this side, my ally got murdered. Like everyone else that went on the walls. Everyone that went on the walls for DOL Amroth got murdered. Quite literally. Like, there is just piles of dead Sea-Ward infantry. I feel sorry for them. Really, really bad. You do not want to be, like, doing that. But this was a turn up for the Bucks. We did not expect this to happen. So, Dorwinian charged forward with his general here. And we were like, well, we're going to focus him down. Like, weaken him a bit. And then we also realized that this Noldorian sword is literally about to break. It is, like, on breaking point right now. And then there's only archers in behind. So there's, I mean, there's good targets for this cav here, this Knights at Imrahil, once this infantry breaks, which it kind of is pretty soon. There you go. We're going to break through. And they can silence these archers. I mean, that's going to probably require, I mean, there's some shock infantry coming up. But that cav, if it can get inside, can maybe hunt down that general. But yeah, over here, I mean, actually, look at this. These dismounted Knights at Imrahil still winning in a fight over here. They're down to 50 men. They are nasty. I don't know how fresh this unit was of Noldorian swords, like originally when it went in, but even still, I would have thought like if the Noldorian swords got a charge, they'd have the advantage. But yeah, at this point, like DOL Amroth, I was like I was saying, just take it slow, focus this unit down. Like, look at these violent watchmen have been murdered here. Like, they've all just died in their like formation, and this one's gonna break. Actually, looks like it's, well, I thought it was gonna get charged, but it just broke before he got charged. I mean, now those swords can charge those archers. I mean, the same's gonna happen. The same treatment's gonna happen to these violent watchmen. They're just medium polearms. They're not that strong. Unfortunately, my swords that were winning on the walls here got just routed by, of course, Noldorian swordsmen. And here you go. So my shock infantry gets in and contains this sword here. But now, Dorwinian's general is involved, and he's losing to these Knights at Imrahil. So this is not a good sign for Dorwinian. Dorwinian's in a sticky position here, because he can't retreat his general because he will likely lose him. He's got to find some infantry from somewhere. I mean, he should be calling on Lyndon here to bring over some of these shock infantry and try and allow his general to get out, because if he can replace it with a shock infantry unit, he's in good hands. We've got more cav rushing across now, more Knights at Imrahil. I don't really think there's more room for any more stuff in here. Knights at Imrahil starting to lose as well. I'm desperately using all my ammo with my Tarnusian marksmen, which are somehow obstructed to shoot these paladins. And then I got my cav in over on this side, causing some havoc on these Dorwinian protectors, which are the shock infantry that I said aren't that great. And I'd back that. I think they're probably one of the weakest shock infantry units in the game. They got a cool looking sword though, but they are not strong. These Knights of the Silver Swan will do a lot of damage to them. Unfortunately, those dismounted Knights at Imrahil, after all their hard work, got charged by Noldorian swords. But my calves can focus down as it runs away. That's not pleasant. Dorwinian protectors going into the flank now. These dismounted Knights at Imrahil. That's a very nice sight to see. And there you go. Enemy general is dead. I believe that is the Dorwinian general. Yeah, they got him. We murdered him. I don't know who killed him. Whether it was Swan Knights or the archers. But they did get swords in. But I think as soon as the general pulled out, he then died. Yeah, these Knights at Imrahil are kind of finished. I don't know where they're going. They kind of ran through that combat. Probably shouldn't have done that. Now we got Lyndon's general in here. They're throwing in generals before like sending in infantry. And yeah, this Knights at Imrahil, I don't know where this one snuck in. Oh, this breach here, of course. That would make sense. And yeah, so this one's now in here, and this one's going to get a pretty decent charge off, you imagine, onto these Noldorian swords here. Brace, boys! Oh, jeez, just kind of murdered that unit. But they are in kind of a sticky position here. They are way in behind enemy lines. I mean, they're going to probably beat this unit here. Yeah, look at that. Annihilated that unit. That was a fairly fresh unit. It's down to like 12 men. Yeah, not looking good. Now you can see there's a whole load of troops being rushed in. And it looks like you're going to see like dismounted Knights at Imrahil and various other things getting sent through his breach. So my ally over on this side is starting to make some movements. But yeah, my cav, after I kind of like attacked the protectors here, I then flanked all the way around to then like rear charge these pole arms here. But while in the meantime of doing that, I went to rear charge these pikes, and they turned around so quick, like literally on a 6-piece, and they like stabbed so many in my cav. They killed so many, as you can see here. So upsetting. This cav's doing great. It's getting so many kills for me. And they've made a funny formation, and they've actually kind of avoided my cav from doing it. But yeah, now Haven Guard is in, and loads of other stuff is in. And we actually got a sally out here by the defenders. Look at this. Got Noldorian swords sallying out. Why do you have to be fighting in the shade though? Like, until it's already dark enough. Oh, come on, they're actually beating those Dismounted Knights of Imrahil. So clearly, Dismounted Knights of Imrahil aren't better than Noldorian swords if they get the right charge off. And look at this, massive sally out over here by the elves. They're really trying to take the... I don't think this is a great idea, because they'd be better behind the walls, because that supports their archers. Like their defense against archers, I mean. Like, if they're fighting out in the open like this, DOL AMROTH gives a much better angle at shooting all these unprotected shock infantry. You can see, like, Tarnosian marksmen are setting up somewhere around here. They're going to just try and focus these guys down. I mean, I just use these ones and I focus down these Noldorian swords that show their back. We're still... I think we're now trying to take out Linden's general, but Linden's general is a much tougher task to take out. That Shipwright Noble is elite. And we've got Haven Guard down here doing their work. But they're medium shock. I mean, they're actually apparently not that strong. I mean, 170 in a unit. It's kind of a big unit. For a unit, a unit I'd say pretty elite. Even if it's medium shock. Haven Guard going in against Protectors. This will be an interesting fight. I think Haven Guard might take it. I don't know. They're very heavy at Protectors. These Imladris pikes here still doing an absolute... like causing all sorts of problems with 20 men. Look how bloodied up they are. They've seen some action.
Our men have given up and are running for their lives.
Got the Imladris archers in here helping out any way they can. They're pretty good in combat, Elven archers, anyway, so they'll do okay. Look at this, into the back from the Haven Guard, though. That's going to cause some chaos. And that's probably going to rout all those units there eventually. I mean, yeah, you can see Noldorian archers starting to lose. And now there's just, like, if they beat that Protector, they've got a clear run to the 2 cap points as this Dolwinian army here. This DOL AMROTH army here. So after a pretty rough start for DOL AMROTH, they're starting to turn it around over here. Over here, though, it's a very different story. I mean, we are still struggling to get past, like, this small corner here. And over here, I mean, it could go either way, really, with the sally out now. I mean, I feel like it's turning in favour of DOL AMROTH. But, I mean, they've got units losing here. And more elves sally out. What madmen. I mean... I don't know. I was going to say, I mean, it looks cool. I don't know if it's really the most effective tactic. I mean, they are breaking a lot of stuff, though. Look at this. They are breaking. And these Tarnosian marksmen, though, I mean, from here, let's get, like, their point of view. Like, they can just shoot straight into the back of all those elves there, and, like, the elves can't really do much about it, because I bet these Tarnosians can outdistance them. I mean, what they got left? I mean, they've got a general here as well. This general might want to come up. Knights of Imrahil might want to just debate about coming up and doing some charges on some of these archers, on some of these elves. Or maybe not. Maybe the archers are going to let themselves get chased down. Yeah, they just let themselves get cut down by elves. I mean, they're running now. Run for the hills. But yeah, lots of routing going on in here, and still this Shipwright Noble holds. My god, he is strong. I think finally I'm having to send up the elites. We've got Dismounted Knights of Imrahil now finally being committed. I'm facing a coalition of Linden and Imladris here now. I've been fighting in this one corner for so goddamn long. I just want to get out of it. thousands of men have probably died in this one spot. Oh my gosh, it's just brutal as the fire. Now you have the shipwright Novas coming to my flank, and yet, I mean, this unit's just taking an absolute pounding. Knights of Emerhill are just dropping. I mean, it doesn't help with like the Avari marksman here. So many archers. We were actually like counting, and they had like all of their archers over here. They have like 13 archers, and they are all over there, or like all the ones that are still alive anyway, all there. Yeah, this is a good sight.
Stand and fight, damn you!
We are now going for the cap point. And I think I said just keep this Haven Guard moving, just let this Carnosian marksman that has no ammo to capture it, because it's got no purpose in life. I don't know if this general's dead, but he's wavering. Is he dead? No, he's not dead. How are you not dead? This Linden general has been fighting for so long. He's broken though.
Our ally has fled! We are
And
abandoned!
yeah, I'm still getting focused down in this choke point though.
The unit is running from the enemy!
But yeah, I mean, it looks like we're going to just about turn this one around. After a really rough start on the walls with all our Seawood infantry. I'm pretty sure everyone's Seawood infantry died on the walls.
No longer fire!
We're now going to turn it around by, like, I don't know really how we did it really. I think a bit of sheer luck and just kind of changing tactics. Bring up our archers certainly helped. Also, like, our elite swords and shock certainly helped with a bit. The cav also kind of helped a little bit. But yeah, I think also, like, the elves kind of made a little bit of a mistake sallying out. It didn't really work. I mean, yeah, look at this. This is just not what you want to do with the elves. Sally out, because then, like, the cab's just going to come and annihilate you. This Knights of Imrahil, one of the best cav in the game. Probably the best. These guys are weapons of mass destruction. They do too much damage. It was also that was also probably one of the weakest charges I've ever seen. But yeah, so I mean, I'd say that was one of their biggest mistakes. Was sallying out was a big no-no in my books. I thought, why do that? You looked like they were going to go on and win it. Otherwise, the defenders. This is a shame, because it would have been nice if DOL AMROTH could beat him, even if I was playing as him. But I mean, I feel like even still, there you go, Pyrrhic victory. I think we just kind of mashed around everything. I can't remember. But yeah, I still think that even though we won as DOL AMROTH, I still think DOL AMROTH met its match when it comes to like a siege battle. Anyway, it's the elves. I think the elves, like their shock infantry on walls, is just such a really good strategy. I mean, look at some of my kills. Like here, you got 9, 18. I mean, they are going to be low anyway because it's elves, but or most of them are fighting elves. But even still, like it shows how good it is, like an effective strategy. 101 is my best for my Seawood infantry. I bet they were fighting the Winter Court swords. Even like look at this, dismounted Knights of Imrahil here getting 53 kills. They were getting focused down. Like the combo of like shock infantry and archers did a really good job of just decimating my infantry. My Haven Guard had a little bit more success, 113, 197, but still not that great. My archers did like nothing, 29 kills. My Cav 130 is the best unit by far in my army. And yeah, that was about it. It's just a really, really tough battle. Then we got Mythic, who's playing as another DOL AMROTH army. His infantry seemed to do a lot better, like his dismounted Knights of Imrahil getting 158 kills, 204. But yeah, look at his fleet warriors getting 0 kills. His swords here getting like less than, I don't know, 40 kills here. His shock infantry did extremely well, 317, 266, 100 kills with his archers, 183 with this one, but his cav did pretty poor, especially since it's a Knights of Imrahil. Then we have Boris, who's playing as the final DOL AMROTH army. He got his dismounted Knights of Imrahil with 140 kills. His shock infantry had a rough time here with only 76 kills. His archers as well, not getting that many kills, and his cav 65. He had a really rough game as well, actually. But yeah, well done to all the defenders as well. They actually put up a really stern defense. You got King Baby Bob here, who's playing as Imladris. He had an extremely elite army with all these chevrons. 211 kills, 341. Jeez, some really good kills here with his shock infantry. 112 kills with his pikes. His archers getting 77 and his cav getting 38. Tark and Darkbane playing as Dorwinian. 97 kills with his Winter Court swords. And then you've got like his Dorian protectors. Yeah, you can see these kills are just not that great. They're just not a great shock infantry in my opinion. And then his pole arms. Oh, you brought 3. I didn't even realize. Wow, they just got focused down. Poor Watchmen. They just had a bad game. And then yeah, the Avari marksman did the best out of his archers, getting 74 kills. Then you got Bad Omens playing as Lyndon, getting 108 kills as an Eldorian swords, 147 with another, 199 here, 196. There's some pretty good damage. And then you got 104 kills with one of his Noldorian archers. So he did pretty well. His general getting 93 as well. It's not too shabby either. But there you go, guys. That is the battle. DOL Amroth. Well, is it overpowered still? Or is it just that you need to use the right tactics against it to beat it? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, if you enjoyed, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. And until next time, Legionnaires, I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.